Yo, what's good, guys? It's Star for Hire here, and I'm bringing you video one of a three-part series, and that is covering my ideas on Capture the Flag. So for you guys that like to hear, me talk about goofy stuff, there might be a couple things in here, but this is going to be like an informative video, a tutorial, if you will, of my thoughts on this game type. For you guys that are unaware, this is probably my favorite and most entertaining game type. I'll explain later. I mean, I like Search and Destroy more, but this is probably more fun to me. I can't explain why, but I'll get into the details. So for you guys that were around with me back when I played MW2, I did the very same thing that I'm doing right here. And that's put up 3 videos with the 3 types and positions that I think that are useful to utilize in Capture the Flag. First video we have right here, we have a rushing gameplay. Yes, a rushing gameplay. That is the first position, and it depends on if you can do it. Not everybody can rush. My theory is with anything in this video game, no matter what game type you're playing, anybody can camp. Not anybody can rush. I mean, not everybody can rush. Rushing is a skill that you have to take time, experience, etc., etc. So rushing is a very difficult position to play, especially in Capture the Flag and other positions. So we'll break right into it. In this game, I'm using the MP5K extended mags. I'm rushing around with Marathon, Hardline, Sleight of Hand Pro. I don't use lightweight because I just don't like the feel of lightweight. It'd be a great addition, but I also like the fact that there's Hardline. And I am using Team Essential kill streaks. I'm using UAV, Napalm, and Blackbird. And you will see them all utilized in this game and used to perfection. I'm not trying to be cocky or anything, but you see how I use them. You will see that I lock off all the borders, all the other routes when I'm running the flag with the Napalm. I cover my guys with the Napalm. In all 3 of these videos, you see how useful the Napalm can be in objective-based game types. And the reason why I say this game takes a lot more skill than others, this is the perfect game type to practice teamwork. So if you guys are hopping into game battles with a new crew that you don't know or anything like that, try to play some Capture the Flag with each other. It takes a lot of skill, teamwork, and communication, and it takes a lot of things to adapt to this game type. If you're used to domination, TDM, pubbing, and stuff like this, Search and Destroy and Capture the Flag are the best game types in the game, hands down, to practice teamwork and communication. So if you guys wanted to, go ahead and play some Capture the Flag. It's fun. Not everybody likes spawn delays, and that's what makes it so risky. It's what makes it so, you have to adjust. That's why it makes it so difficult, is because you have to think on your feet. You have to adjust. That's what makes the difference between Search and Destroy and Demolition. You just instantly respawn. You go right back to doing what you were doing. People kill horror that. You don't do that in CTF or in Search and Destroy. You get one life. You got to make it count, and you've got to adjust. So communication and timing is key in these game types, so give it a go. And now that we're back into this, like I said, rushing takes a lot of skill to get used to. And hopefully you actually witness and watch these games, watch how I use the kill streaks, when I use the kill streaks, cover. I mean, I'm sorry that my actual gameplay commentary from this actual game was not involved in here, where I'm not necessarily ordering the people around, but I'm letting people know where I am, what I'm doing. Cover this, run left, I'm throwing napalm here. We're very verbal right now and very, outspoken, and we're communicating, and that's key. These are subscribers. These are guys that don't even know me. We came together, we communicated, and we had some fun. As you can tell right there, that wall of fire right there just completely locked them from running across middle and this left side, which allowed us to get the upper hand and to get up on their half of the map. So any way that you use these kill streaks just completely benefits you. So, chopper gunners, stuff like that, that's useless in this. It's not about kill whoring, it's all about winning. And a lot of you guys bitch about not seeing objective gameplay or anything in this. I believe I have 3 caps and 1 return out of, I think, 6 total. I don't think they got any caps at all. And the whole objective behind playing Capture the Flag in the rushing position is to basically get down to their side of the base as quick as possible, kill as many as you can, get out and or cover your opponents. You should at no point ever have to worry about your flag, because that's what your defenders and support people are supposed to do. And in the other videos coming up, I will explain to you guys the positions and which ones. Rushing's always fun. I chose the MP5K because it is an essential gun. And it's just one of those guns that allows you to rush. And I don't know why I put extended mags on this gun. I just love the fact that I like that. I don't like, the silencer on something like this. And I do believe I'm using claymores in this. Another good attachment for maybe like defense or something would be like the motion sensor, even support, even so. But I use the claymores, and obviously I put them down in unusual spots. But I like would drop one right here, or I put it in one of the doorways to stop the rush from coming around or countering anything. So this is all about tactics. It's all about teamwork. It's all about using the proper things. So when it comes down to rushing, you're probably going to want to strap on a submachine gun. Yeah, I said strap on. I know, right? And I'm sorry, some of these games might be a little long, but, you know, that's all I'm used to dealing with is long, baby. You know what I mean? That's what I got to deal with, you know. It's not my fault. I have it. I'll use it. Come on. So, you know, the next game, I think the defensive one's only like 7 minutes or so, and the next one I think is like 11 or 12. So these games will be semi-long, but I'll be able to actually completely explain what, you know, the positions are good for. So like I said, the hardest thing to find is a good rusher. Now, how you want to utilize them is up to you. And, you know, 2 or 3 rushers is all you need. One, you know, if you got a strong enough support team, that's good. My ideal team, I like to play aggressive. I'd like to know that there are 3 rushers, 2 support, and 1 defense. And I'll explain later on why on that theory. That's like the ideal thing. And then if you're playing like competitive or game battles, you get that 1 cap, drop an extra, you know, rusher back on the defense. So you got 2 defense, 2 support, 2 attack. You know, it's all about tactics, man. This is why this game type is so beastie. I love it. So if you guys want to see more Capture the Flag gameplay or anything like that, just me talking over it. It wouldn't be like tutorials explaining why or the purposes of this. So if you guys want to give it a go, you know, the 74U is a pretty good gun for, you know, this right here, because it's obviously a strong, potent gun. It's pretty good when it comes down to it. And you just got to be aware of what you're doing. So those kill streaks like UAV are great. And Blackbird is game over. You get a Blackbird and Capture the Flag, you know where everybody is. You get that flag, you should not die. You should never die when you have the Blackbird. Not from another gun, maybe a Claymore or something, but that's how it is. You get the Blackbird, you become a beast. Like, this is the perfect example. I've got the flag, I'm paying attention to the little red lines, and I'm just running it through. I just straight tank, go, get a cap. So, you know, because of the Blackbird, it pretty much gave us a guaranteed capture. And it allowed me to know, you know, if I could take shortcuts or anything like that. So don't be afraid to take a flag and you know, do what you need to do. And I decided to cover that guy because I didn't know if he was going back around, going on the cliff, what's going down, and I get the flag. So this was a pretty good gameplay. I enjoyed it. I love my subs for coming in here and gaming. Usually when I game with the subs, it's usually like domination or capture the flag. I like seeing teamwork. I like when I'm gaming with other people, subscribers, other commentators, I go for the win. I go for playing. This isn't great KD or anything like this. I think I get like 30, 35 kills in this game and in the next, and then I think I get like 28 in the defensive one. But they're both they're all 3 entertaining gameplays, and I'll be able to explain to you guys why they're so useful. And the one thing that I do dislike is I love the fact that Scavenger used to give you numerous claymores. That always helped when it came down to defending and capture the flag. Now you got to make it work. So that's where you got to decide. Do you want that 1 claymore, or do you want to put a motion sensor? And obviously, you know, what most people would probably try to do is they'd probably try to throw a motion sensor right on the flag. Just to help you guys right now, you throw a motion sensor on the flag or anything like that, you know, they take the flag, you know the flag's gone. You know where they are. So that's not going to help you too much. You want to place a motion sensor when playing Capture the Flag. If you're a support character or defense, even rushing, you want to put a motion sensor somewhere where a hot route is. For example, you've got the underground route, you've got the middle area, you've got the upper area, and you've got the, you know, the beach side, the right side. You probably want to put it somewhere in there. So some of the rushes, some of the shortcuts, and you know, that's always good with rushing too. For example, you know, even if on the rushing side, you put a motion sensor on the beach side. You know what I mean? You run in there, you get your flag. You see nothing's going off over there. You know what I mean? That probably means you're clear to run back over there. So that's always a good thing to cover your ass. Is a motion sensor can be used many different ways, as well as claymores. If I'm running away, I know there's a couple of them dead. I'll do that. And one thing that I forgot to mention earlier in this game is communication. Like, for example, one thing I didn't mention is at the very start of this game, there was like 20, 30 seconds where I was hiding in a corner waiting on the flag. And you guys will see I had my what you call it up, my menu up. And I was paying attention. I was calling out to my guys. There are 3 of them dead. There's only 3 alive. Oh wait, all of them are respawned now. 1 down. Even though I was motionless right there. I was hearing, had a claymore. I was safe right there. Had a UAV up. I was letting these guys know. Well, it's a nice time to rush because there are only 3 guys left. You know, that's teamwork right there. That's good to know. If I know there's only 3 guys, I'm probably, you know, a little more comfortable knowing that I'm going in there with 3 guys. Now, I'm pretty sure that, you know, they've called back a little bit when I mentioned all of them have respawned. Therefore, they know their boundaries. Like I said, communication is key, and you learn that stuff while playing Capture the Flag. So if you can, you know, you get a couple good rushers. You know, I go in there with just one of my buddies, and we're both rushers. We take the game down. So if you got strong enough rushers, that's always a great bonus. And especially if they're capable of playing support as well, that's always a great thing. Defense, I'm really good at. It's just not my favorite because I don't like to be stationary. And I'll explain the purposes and what you should do later on in the next 2 videos. The support game will be up tomorrow. The defense, the one after. I figured it'd be a pretty informational kind of video to break in the new year. So if you guys like seeing some of these where I give you my tips and tricks and all that hot stuff, let me know. And as well, one more thing I forgot to mention, I'm sorry, is I have the Willie Pete on. I have the smoke grenades. And I love the hell out of those. They're great for rushing. They're great for distractions. People fail to and just neglect the fact that they're good for distractions. Somebody sees smoke, they think something's over there, right? Just it's sleight of hand, you know what I mean? Just distract them. So that's my running setup. That's what I think about rushing on CTF. Let me know if you guys want to see more gameplays from this. I hope you guys enjoy the series. Get it.